Hi students, good morning to all of you. In our today's lecture, we are discuss in detail about the food allergy and the food intolerance. We study in detail the scientific definition of the food allergy in detail as well as food intolerance. And we are also discuss the differences between the food allergy and the food intolerance. So first, starting the lecture of the food allergy, we are discuss about the allergy. First of all, what is the allergy? Allergy is nothing but the hyperimmune response from the body to the some foods. For example, the peanuts, tree nuts, and so on. That we are going to discuss in front of lecture. In front lecture, the food allergy is what? The food allergy is an abnormal response to a food triggered by the body's immune system. It is the allergic reaction to the some food which causes the serious illness or even death also. This is the food allergy. Okay. Now, what is the food intolerance? The food intolerance is what? It is an abnormal physiological response of eating the some food which is not acceptable for our body. The food intolerance is caused by the lack of our body's ability to digest the some or certain substances. That means the food allergy is related to the hyperimmune response of the body to the some food, whereas food intolerance is the ability of our body that cannot digest the some substances. Okay, that is, it is the inability of the digesting ability of our body. Some people may have the food intolerance that has a physiological trigger. Okay, the so that here it is clear the food allergy is totally different from the food intolerance, although both can show the similar symptoms. Okay, now here in this chart there is a immune mediated and the non-immune mediated adverse food reactions are mentioned in the form of the chart, which is explained as below. In this immune mediated, the primarily the food allergy is enclosed, whereas in the non-immune mediated, the primary the food intolerance is enclosed. The immune mediated the food allergic reaction include the immunoglobulin mediated, for example, acute urticaria, oral allergy syndrome, and so on. Okay, whereas in the non-immune mediated food intolerance, the metabolic, pharmacologic, toxic, and other symptoms are shows. In metabolic, there is example of lactose intolerance, whereas in the pharmacologic there is a caffeine. Example is caffeine. The toxic example is combroid fish toxin, whereas other idiopathic undefined is sulfites. Okay, this chart totally explains about the adverse food reactions, which is divided into the food allergy and food intolerance, that is immune mediated and the non-immune mediated. Now, the immunoglobulin mediated the food allergy. We are discuss about the immunoglobulin mediated the food allergy. How the reaction is occurs when the allergens are bind to the immunoglobulin antibodies bound to the mast cell. This reaction is shows how in working this reaction is comes in origin when the allergen means what? Allergen means those substances which are responsible for the allergic reactions. So these allergens are bind to the immunoglobulin antibodies to the mast cell, which results in the release of the histamine and other inflammatory mediators. Okay, and the symptoms of these are usually and the symptoms of these are usually of the rapid onset, shows in less than 13 minutes in children, usually less than 2 hours in the adults. The diagnostic test of this immunoglobulin mediated food allergy is, for example, skin pricks and blood tests are usually positive. Sure, okay. These are the immunoglobulin mediated food allergy. Now, the non-immunoglobulin mediated food allergy. These reactions occurs when the ingested food protein causes an immune response resulting in delayed. Normally in the skin or gastrointestinal tract, symptoms are usually shows or occurs within 2 to 24 hours after the ingestion of the food protein. The diagnostic tests are usually negative. There is no any definitive in vitro test or non-immunoglobulin mediated food allergy. Mixed immunoglobulin and the non-immunoglobulin symptom or clusters of above can occur. That means it shows the clusters. Non-immunoglobulin mediated can convert to immunoglobulin mediated allergy. Okay, allergy, and therefore long-term follow-up is essential. Food intolerance. Now, the food intolerance shows the following possibilities, that is food poisoning, histamine toxicity, lactose intolerance, food additives such as monosodium glutamate and the sulfide. Due to this monosodium glutamate and the sulfide, there is from this food additives, the food intolerance is shown. Now, how do allergic reaction work? The actually how what is the mechanism of this? And immediate allergic reaction involve the two actions of our immune system. Our immune system produces immunoglobulin, the type of the protein that work against the specific food antibodies. These are the immunoglobulin. Now, this immunoglobulin attaches to the basophils, which is a white blood cells or white blood corpuscles, and to the mast cells. These cells found in all bodies and the tissues of our organ. The typical site of allergic reaction include nose, throat, lungs, skin, and gastrointestinal tract. Okay. In this way, the allergic reaction work on the following organs. Food allergens are proteins within the food which enters our bloodstream after the food is digested, and food allergen go to the target organs such as skin, nose, etc. and causes the allergic reaction. An allergic reaction to the food can take place within a few minutes to an hour. That means when these allergens are taken by our body, and after these allergens are entering in our body after the digestion, the how it will work there, it shows the some allergic reaction to the food and can take place within a few minutes to an hour. These are the some chart which shows how the allergic reactions are work. Okay. Now, the symptom of the cell-mediated allergic reaction do not begin to appear until 6 to 24 hours after ingestion of the offending food. These reactions develop slowly, reaching a peak at approximately 48 hours and subsiding after 72 to 96 hours. The mechanism of cell-mediated food allergies are not nearly as well understood, but they involve an interaction between the specific food allergens and sanitized T lymphocytes, which is a major component of the gut associated lymphoid tissue. Lymphocyte stimulant initiates the release of cytokinin and the lymphokinase, which produces a localized inflammatory response. Antibodies are not involved in this reaction. Okay. Now, example of allergic condition and the symptoms. Here we are mentioned the some allergic conditions and the symptoms. First one is skin and mucous membrane. Atopic dermatitis, urticaria, angioedema. In this, there is a swelling of the tissue, especially to the mouth and face. Pruids, which shows itching. Contact dermatitis, that means the rash in contact with the allergen. Oral symptoms. In this oral system, there is irritation and swelling of the tissues around and inside the mouth, as well as the oral allergy syndrome. Issues. Okay, please look at this image. Now there are some other example of the allergy condition and symptom. In case of the digestive tract, there is a diarrhea, constipation, nausea, and vomiting, as well as abdominal bloating and digestion, which also shows abdominal pain, indigestion, and belching. In case of respiratory tract, the seasonal and the perennial rhinitis, that is high fever, rhinorrhea, which is runny nose, which is also called the runny nose, allergic conjunctivitis, itchy, watery, reddened eyes, etc. Serious otitis media, asthma, laryngeal oedema. In this, the throat tightening due to the swelling of the tissue. The example of allergic condition in case of the nervous system shows the major problem of the migraine, other headache, spot before the eyes, restlessness, hyperactivity, lack of concentration, tension, fatigue syndrome, irritability, chilliness, dizziness. These are all the symptoms which are composed inside the enclosed inside the nervous system. Now, what is the anaphylaxis? Anaphylaxis is what? It is a severe reaction of the rapid onset involving the most organ system, which results in circulatory collapse and drop in blood pressure. In the most extreme case, the reaction progresses to anaphylactic shock with cardiovascular collapse. This can be a very dangerous. Now there is a list of the most common food allergens are mentioned here. Those persons which are not normally not digested the food and show the hyperimmune response are generally milk, shellfish, fish, wheat, soya, after that eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, etc. Food allergy tests. Now, the diagnosis of the food allergy is based on the combination of the clinical history. In case of the skin test, we have to identifying the type of immunoglobulin that is fixed to the skin mast cell. For example, the scratch test. This is the scratch test is example of the skin test. Now the blood test. Analyze CBC, TFT, GRBS, and urine. RAST, that is a radio allergios band test, or ELISA, that is enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. These tests measure the presence of the food specific immunoglobulin in the blood and the total immunoglobulin level in the blood. Okay, these are the procedure for this type of the test, that is for the skin prick test. Image of this is mentioning here the skin prick test. Now, how we have to manage the food allergy? First of all, there is a symptomatic pharmacotherapy, dietary avoidance. We can also manage the food allergy by the hyposanitization, anti-immunoglobulin antibodies, and DNA vaccination with allergen DNA. Counseling, nutritional, physiological, HACCP can be adapted to identify the control of the potential of this food allergy problem before they happen. In case of emergency of the anaphylactic reaction shows, then first of all we transport to the hospital immediately. After that we have to fast acting antihistamine. We have to give an corticosteroid. Second phase of this reaction is sometimes the very dangerous, especially in an asthmatic patient. Patient may appear to be the recover, but 2 to 4 hours later symptom increase in severity and reaction progress rapidly. dietary avoidance. Avoiding, that is how we should avoid this food allergic reaction. First of all, we have to avoid to eat the food which can trigger the allergic reaction. We have to strictly avoidance of the food allergen and early recognition and management of the allergic reaction to the food and important measures to prevent the serious health consequences. The allergic capacity of the some food allergen is destroyed by the cooking and food processing when the proteins are denatured. The another method is newer processing techniques such as the high pressure treatment of the food, fermentation and enzyme treatment can also help to reduce the allergenic and intolerance of some food protein. Antioxidants prevent the damage to the body tissue caused by the free radicals, which are very reactive small chemicals intactly produced during the biochemical reaction in the body tissue. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid is a potent antioxidant and can also act as a natural mild antihistamine, which help in avoidance of this food allergy. So I hope all of you guys you are getting the idea about what is the food allergy and food intolerance and how they are different from the each other. So thank you for listening and attending the lecture.